Okay, so the next one is from Sarah and Gary. I believe it's Nushler. Uh, my husband Gary and I listen to your podcast. Ooh, all the way from Saudi Arabia. And we appreciate you. We're doing prep work to plan for and to get a farm. 3 of the 4 in our family are allergic to animals, and one of the 3 has asthma. Oh, Joel, this is a good one for you. You just talked about this on our Q&A. What would you recommend us doing for allergies to make the transition to farm life easier? And I don't want to take allergy meds. So, so remember, because you had that issue, and
Yeah.
what did you do?
Well, when I was a kid, well, I guess I still am supposedly. Again, my label is that I'm allergic to pollen. Okay, that's not a good thing for a grass farmer to be allergic to pollen, and because a lot of grasses make a lot of pollen, and we got befriended by an herbalist who told us about a, a a tea from burdock root, and so we started doing that. And now, if I get a little bit congested, I do the little thing with burdock root four times. It's kind of bland. It tastes a little bit like grass, but that's okay. And I mean, it's gone. Now, we've had a couple of apprentices that have tried it, and it has not worked for them. This is what drives the AMA crazy, because these other more nuanced things like herbs and stuff, um, it doesn't work for every single person, and we want this effect every time you take it. So I'm not giving this as a panacea, but it certainly worked for me. And if that doesn't work, um, I've known Cena long enough to know that there are probably other alternatives, from homeopathy to other herbs to other things, including, I would suggest, including a gentle a gentle encounter with animals. I mean, I can't imagine being allergic to all animals. You can't even have a cat, can't have a dog. I mean, that's my sense is, and I know I'm passing judgment here, but my sense is that you've probably been way too sterile in your growing up time. Too many antimicrobial soaps, too much sterility, not enough, dirt playtime outside, that sort of thing. And so it's going to take a little bit of uh, a few touches, if you will, to bring some of this back.
Yeah.
See, you might have something else to.
Yeah, there's lots of I mean that's the thing, like you said, with herbs, you know, there's not like a one size fits all. So you have to experiment with it. And herbs often work well in these situations in combinations. So there's some other herbs you can look into, like stinging nettle. There's a study in the 1990s, I believe. It was a double blind trial, and it found that stinging nettle reduced allergy symptoms, and it did it better than a placebo. There's also something called butterbur, and butterbur extract has been shown to be as effective as Zyrtec for allergic rhinitis. And I think that was somewhere in the early 2000s that study came out. There's lots of things. There's eyebright. Quercetin helps. So quercetin is obviously not an herb, but it's a flavonoid that's found in many herbs. And quercetin may actually reduce allergy symptoms. Holy basil, tulsi, can also help to provide balance to the immune system. Licorice root, this one in tea capsules or tinctures, has been shown to help, with allergies. And you always want to, a quick side note, you always want to check the interactions. So, for instance, you probably wouldn't want to take licorice root if you have high blood pressure or if you're pregnant, So always check interactions. Mushrooms, reishi mushroom, can help with chronic allergies and immune dysregulation. Ginger, the tea or fresh ginger or a tincture. that can help with allergies. Thyme, and of course, so I don't mean like sprinkle a little thyme on your food, I mean like you can inhale the steam from thyme. You can use the thyme essential oil diffused. Mullein is another great one that helps, especially with dry or wheezy coughing. The trick too with allergies is you want to start, if you're doing herbal remedies, you want to start weeks before like an allergy season or an exposure to the animal would actually occur. And so that way you can help the immune system balance ahead of time. And like I said, you want to figure out a combination that works for you. You always want to make sure that you're well hydrated. And again, always check for contraindications, so that's on a physical side. So there's lots of remedies you can use physically, but allergies, all these conditions have an emotional root to them. Allergies are rooted in who are you allergic to, right? There's often someone or something in your field who is toxic to you when you present with allergies. It gets a little complicated because it could be somebody who's alive, or it could be somebody who has now passed away, or it could be an ancestral memory in your field, right? So those are also things to look into. But allergies are known as an emotional root cause to be equated to there's somebody or something in your life that is toxic to you. And so it piggybacks on denying your own power.
Friends, want to dive deeper into our thought-provoking conversations? Become part of the Beyond Labels family today by joining below. For any gift amount, you'll get access to the full, uncut episodes.
Every contribution, whether big or small, keeps this podcast going.
So join us and expand your Beyond Labels experience. Thank you.